Hey, what's up? EZOVERDOSE here. This is a 2-pet strat for the Whispering Pandaren Spirit. I'm using Crominius with Arcane Explosion, Ancient Blessing, and Surge of Power, and Death Talon Whelp Guard with Blitz, Whirlwind, and Dark Flame. So I have two strats in this video. Same pet, same moveset, two different ways to do it. This first way is the way I prefer. I basically start using Arcane Explosion, just because he's going to hit you and then he's going to go into a cocoon. Sometimes he puts you to sleep. I then use heal. That way, like, I'm not over healing with it. And then you're just spamming Arcane Explosion and healing when heal is off cooldown, with one exception. If you have the Dragonkin buff, then you use Arcane Explosion and you sit on heal an extra round, because you want to utilize that Dragonkin buff to do extra damage. So there's a couple ups and downs and a bit of RNG with both strategies. This one is, this guy uses Moth Dust. It's a 25% chance to put you to sleep. If he puts you to sleep more than like 3 times, you might have issues. And if he's like critting you a bunch too, you might have issues. So that's like the RNG factor for this way, is this first pet. So you'll know on the first pet if you're going to have a bad day or not, basically. So the second pet's out, and I'm just going to use Arcane Explosion. I'm just going to ignore heal. He does too much damage that you can't really heal through it, and it just kind of lined up that I get to take advantage of the Dragonkin buff as well. That guy's dead. This is when you'll swap in your carry pet, and you'd swap him right back out. Now if this second guy is below like 420 something HP, the Whirlwind's gonna one-shot him. So that's what you should use first when you bring in your Death Talon Whelp Guard, is Whirlwind. And if you're lucky, you'll get the Dragonkin buff and kill the guy. Like, you're probably always gonna get the Dragonkin buff, but you'll kill the guy and then have the Dragonkin buff for the third pet, and then probably anything's gonna kill him, but use Dark Flame first, just to keep him from healing. And then you'd spam Blitz. So, second strategy is same pet, same moveset, except this time you're just going to cast Surge of Power right out the gate, and then you're going to go into recovering for 3 rounds. So the recovery rounds are over, I go ahead and cast heal, and I'm kind of obeying the same concept as before. Use Arcane Explosion with heal on cooldown, with the exception of if you have the Dragonkin buff. And then there's another exception with this one. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to kill this guy and have the Dragonkin buff. So it always hits for either 222 or 333. So just check his health, 222, 333, and I'm trying to go into the next round with the Dragonkin buff. And that's important for this. So I'm in the next round with the Dragonkin buff. I'm going to use Surge of Power here. And unless it crits, it's always going to hit for the same thing. Every Crominius is the same. It's going to hit for 1110. So it leaves this guy with just a sliver of life. And he finishes you off, which is good. Go ahead and swap in your carry pet. And swap back out to your Death Talon Whelp Guard. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to Whirlwind. It's going to kill this guy. It's going to leave you with the Dragonkin buff. You're going to use Dark Flame. It's going to hit like a truck. You're going to finish him off with Blitz. Now the RNG factor doing it like this is if this last guy uses Slicing Winds and it can hit for 1 to 3 times. If he hits you all 3 times, like twice back to back, and let's say one of them crits, you're probably going to lose. So if you do it like this, you have the potential to lose at the very end, and maybe, like, you know, potentially save a little bit of time. Or if you do it the other way, the slow way, you'll know a lot quicker if you're going to lose. And that's it. So thanks for watching, and like, comment, subscribe.